What's up guys, I'm Zane and today I'm inside my 1989 Mitsubishi Pajero. So yeah, I'm going to do a little walk around, show you guys what it's all about and see what you guys think. Let's go out here. So this is a first generation Mitsubishi Pajero slash Montero slash Shogun, whatever you call it in your country. And obviously mine is not a very clean example, but I really love this thing. So obviously these first generations have a very boxy shape and style, which I absolutely love. And this one has actually got the 2.5 litre turbo diesel engine, which is the Mitsubishi 4D56. So I'll show you guys that right now. Here we are, not looking too clean under here at the moment, but there she is, the 2.5 litre turbo diesel, of course. You know, it's not very fast, but it's enough power to get around and have some fun off-roading. Now, it's basically all original. The only things I've done to it is I did the suspension, I changed the suspension to some EFS springs and also shocks. And it lifted it slightly, but the main thing was the new shocks have longer travel, which is a lot better off-roading. And I've got some 32-inch tires on here. I can't remember what the stock ones are, but these are quite a bit bigger. And of course, I've got my snorkel here from Safari. Found an old stock brand new one that I put on. And the last thing is my Uniden UHF radio, which I've got the remote and stuff and the walkie inside. So yeah. Show you guys the back. She is beautiful. We go to the inside here. I will show you guys what's in here. Obviously my seat's not looking too great, but it's fine, you know, it works. And so this is the classic old Mitsubishi interior. Nothing's really changed here. Here's my UHF radio, the antenna out there. And yeah, this is the inside. Nice grab handle for the passengers when we're four-wheel driving. 5-speed manual, of course, plus the four-wheel drive selector. So you got 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. And yeah, got some room in the back seats if you got some passengers and stuff. It's actually quite comfy in here. I love it. Oh yeah, and one other thing that's happened to it is one time when I was off-roading, the muffler got hooked up on something and it kind of just ripped out. So it got ripped off and then I just welded a pipe in to replace it. So technically it has no muffler, but it's surprisingly quiet still. But I'll start it up here for you guys anyway.
Just starts right up.
There you go, there's a bit of noise for you. So it sounds a little bit more than it used to, but it's still really quiet. I have no problem with the warranted fitness inspections or anything. You can hear a bit of that turbo, just a little bit, not much. Now a few more cool things about this from 1989 is this stereo is awesome. Like, it just looks so cool and you've got all these adjusters for like the bass and the balance and all that. These little things here, so sick. Also, it actually did come with AC. It fully has AC. It's not working right now, but I should fix that someday because it did come with AC from factory. Also, electric windows. These all work, by the way. So it's got electric windows on both sides, which is really surprising. And yeah, it's just such an awesome rig. It's really comfy. The back seats actually don't have seat belts. I believe they came with seat belts because it's got the things here and up there. But ever since I've owned it, it doesn't have seat belts, and I've never had a problem passing the warranted fitness inspection with that, which is surprising, but maybe they just don't check. And what else? Nice tailgate, opens just like this. I've got all my, no, it all tipped over. Got some gear in here at the moment, but yeah, these back seats fold all the way up so you can fit a lot of stuff in here, which is nice. Now there is one thing that I almost forgot about that mine does have, which is very special. So the suspension setup on, not the suspension setup, the differential setup on these is always the same. They have a solid axle in the rear, which you can see under there. And in the front is IFS, independent front suspension, which is a shame. I wish it had a solid axle under the front as well. But it's okay, it has plenty of ground clearance, which is nice. But the special thing about my one was most of these first generation Pajeros, they have torsion bars on the front and they had leaf springs on the rear. But the last year or two of the first generation, they actually changed it to coil springs on the rear. And mine is a coil sprung one on the back. So you can see the coil spring up in there, which is just so nice to have instead of leaf springs. I'm so glad it has that. So I was pretty lucky with that. And oh, I should tell you how many kilometers this thing has. Let me get in here. Okay, 318,000 kilometers, which I'll put on the screen, whatever that is in miles. It's a hell of a lot. I think it's like 200,000 miles or something. It's a hell of a lot and nothing wrong with it. Starts up every time, never any problems. I've only done minor maintenance, like I've done the timing belt and all the oil seals and stuff like that. Nothing ever goes wrong with it. It doesn't break down. It's great. So probably one of the most reliable vehicles I've ever owned, and which is crazy because it's the most kilometers vehicle I've ever owned, and probably the oldest as well. Oh, it's starting to rain here, so I think we should go for a drive. All right, let's do this. Oh, the camera is kind of in an awkward position here. I've got it like in my shirt so you guys can see. Yep, just like that. Starts right up every single time, even if it's been sitting for months. Such a reliable vehicle. Oh, I love driving this thing. When I don't drive it for a while, I just absolutely miss it. It's just so much fun to drive. It's actually surprising how light the steering is on these. Like the power steering is, I don't know what to say, it's quite strong. It makes the steering feel really light, but it's quite good when you're off-roading because you don't have to put that much effort into turning the wheel. Oh yeah. God, this thing is fun. It feels like a big truck, but it's such a small, tiny vehicle, a little Japanese vehicle, but it's just so funny to drive. It actually feels like a big truck. Check this out, guys. Dude, what the hell is that? A SsangYong? Chinese ute, probably? This is way better. Honestly, if you want like a cheap, old four-wheel drive that's a lot of fun, you cannot go wrong with these. These are so underrated. Like the old Land Cruisers and that, you know, they're worth so much money, and even a lot of the other ones. But these Pajeros, they don't even go for that much, and they're just such a solid vehicle. I mean, I'll play some clips of this off-roading because I've absolutely thrashed this thing. And it will never let me down. It won't break. I mean, I've had this sunken water with water coming in through the doors. Every time that happens, I just let it dry out and then it's perfectly fine. I've put a lot of dents on this. It wasn't dented when I first got it. Yeah, I've taken this into forest, to down the beach. I've driven on the beach a lot, in the sand dunes, up all kinds of terrain, which I'll play over the video for you.
Tell them to follow the right side.
Follow the right.
Slow. Whoa. Look at that.
But yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of me and my vehicles. Also, let me know if you have any ideas of what you want to see, or just anything really. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time.